Yo, what is going on, everyone? It's GentooMan here, also known as Rainy, and today's story time is just audio evidence that I am a dumbass. This story time is the final of 5 in this whole St. Patrick's Day thing. Maybe I'll do like a supercut of all 5 stories, but this one will probably be the 5th one that goes up. And this story time takes place actually the next morning. See, it's really unfortunate for me because almost every night the groups of people that I hang out with decide to go out and have a super late night where substances may or may not be involved. I usually work the next morning because that's just my luck. So that was the case on this day. I had to be at work for 11 a.m. this day, which, I mean, it could have been worse, but it also definitely could have been better. So because of this, me and my girlfriend woke up at a reasonable hour because we were still staying at her best friend's house, and her best friend woke up as well. And her best friend's mom made us all like tea and stuff. And we were kind of just sitting around the table, and my girlfriend and her best friend, they didn't have anywhere to be that day as far as I knew, as far as I currently know. So they were kind of just chilling, and they offered to drive me to the train station so that I could take the train to work, and then my girlfriend's best friend would take my girlfriend home. So that's what they did. On the way there, they got me a sausage McMuffin from McDonald's, so that was pretty nice. I enjoyed that. That was a good way to start my morning. And they dropped me at the train station, and I was pretty much on my way to work. The train showed up pretty quickly. I got on, and off I went. And as I was on this train, guys, I started to kind of like feel the effects of the previous night, if you know what I mean. Because the thing about me is it's very hard for me to actually feel the effects of like alcohol specifically. Like, it takes a lot. And so this was a new one for me. Like, I really like felt it coming in. Like, I just felt like I didn't really feel like drunk, but I felt like, you know, dizzy and just super tired. Like, you know, like maybe like tipsy, but tired. I really started feeling this on the train, and you know, I almost missed my stop, but thankfully I got it. I got off on my stop, walked into the mall where I worked at the time, and walked into the store that I worked at. And as I walked in, one of my coworkers saw me and he's like, "You look tired." And I'm like, that's like, it's true, I was tired, but "you look tired" is like kind of an insult. It's kind of like saying you look like shit without saying you look like shit. I just kind of laughed it off, then went to the back room and I hung my coat up, you know, clocked in, and out I went onto the sales floor, completely ill-fitted to speak to probably anybody. And of course, this was a Saturday, so it was like a busy day. So to put it lightly, I was not chilling. Like, probably an hour went by, and I just had like a huge headache. I was tired. I was like dizzy. I was kind of stumbling over myself. I was trying to hide it, but I was not doing very well. So eventually, I just radioed my manager at the time. Thankfully, the boss was not in this day. And I said, like, "I'm just going to the bathroom." And she's like, "Yeah, no problem. Like, you do that." So I did that. I used the bathroom. But as I was traversing back through the back room towards the door to come back out on the sales floor, I wasn't making it through the rest of this day, guys. I'm not going to be on. I am going to be honest. I don't know why I said not. Like, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I was not making it through the rest of this day. So, I don't even know if this was a fully conscious decision, but there was this really large box near one of the doors, and I just laid in the box. Like, I had a lot of like packing peanuts and stuff in there. Like, it was a pretty comfy box. I just got in this box like it was a fucking coffin. I was the new guy who was playing Dracula, and I just got in there. Like, I was chilling. And the worst part is, guys, I actually fell asleep in this box. Like, this box that's just chilling in the back room, in the stock room, while I'm supposed to be working. I fall asleep in a box. I was probably sleeping in this box for about 20 minutes from what I was able to gather when I actually checked the time later. But I was woken up because my manager fell on me backwards in this box. Like, she fell backwards and ended up like sitting on my chest at like mock ape shit. She fell on my chest, and I was convinced she broke a couple ribs. Thankfully she didn't, but it definitely jolted me awake. And I kind of said, like, ow, because, you know, my ribs hurt after having a whole human launched at them. And she kind of sat up, and she's like, "What are you doing in the box?" And I was just kind of straight up with her, because this manager was one I'm kind of friends with. She was pretty chill. And I told her, like, you know, I'm not feeling super great, so I don't know why, but I decided to lay down in this box. And I guess I fell asleep. And she, like, died laughing. Like, she was almost crying, man. Like, she thought this was pretty funny, which I'm actually glad about, because I'm glad she wasn't, like, upset about it or anything. And she's like, do you need to go home? Like, are you okay? And I said, like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm just, like, super tired. I had a late night last night. And she's like, yeah, I feel that. I've had a couple of those here. She's like, why don't you sit in the back, like, at the table here for, like, 15 minutes, you know, like, have a snack, drink some water, and then, like, come back out on the floor. I'm like, all right, that sounds good. And she's still killing herself laughing. She's like, all right, cool. Like, rest up a bit. So immediately I was thinking that could have gone a lot worse. Like, that definitely could have gone a lot worse. Like, imagine if, like, the big boss was in that day and he just found me just, like, you know, relaxing, chilling in this box, like, not a care in the world. Like, I don't think that would have gone super well for me. But also, good thing my manager got, like, whatever happened, like, tripped or got scared or something to, like, fall in the box, because who knows how long I would have been sleeping in that box for. And if someone came looking for me because I was, like, not present because I was, you know, sleeping in a box, I wonder if they would have found me or if they would have just wondered where I went. Anyways, guys, that pretty much wraps up that story, as well as this whole St. Patrick's Day and I guess aftermath saga. Moral of the story is, don't go to work on the days after you do this stuff. Just, like, plan accordingly. Don't be an idiot. Don't be like me. If there's one thing you should take away from my stories, it's, as I said at the beginning of this, I'm a certified dumbass. Don't do anything I do unless it's smart, which it usually isn't. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's story time. Leave a like if you did, and subscribe if you're new. You all know the drill at this point, or at least I hope you do. And anyways, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Later.